I got hurt when I was 9 years old, so I mean I was fairly young, and I guess it was my parents mainly. Like they wanted me to stay active, because I was just, I started playing basketball right after I got out of the hospital, and it was one of the only things that I knew about that was still like a sport that you could play, for wheelchairs. I found out that there's more things as it goes on, but I've tried track, I've tried tennis, but just nothing really compares to basketball because basketball has a little bit of everything. Like it has endurance, it has strength, it also has finesse, it has just agility and just touch, and it takes a lot. Like to be really good, you gotta have a lot of different like abilities, I think, and it's a good test. And I've met a lot of people through it. We play against teams from like Virginia, Baltimore, New York sometimes, just around like different states. We'll always travel for a tournament. We'll never have just a game. We'll always have a couple games where we'll play a couple different teams. It's a lot of fundamentals. It's much simpler, but it's much more like it's a lot of cardio. You got to be able to push. You got to be able to shoot with your arms. You got to be able to pass with your arms. It's just a lot of it's a lot of work because you just gotta get to a special type of conditioning in order to get to that point. You can't jump, so you don't have the jump with your shot either. So if you're shooting threes, like you better be able to make it from just sitting still. Otherwise, you gotta get like a little push in. You saw that a couple times. Like guys would get like they drift in a little bit on their shot and then just shoot it that way. But yeah, it's a lot of like mechanics, just shooting mechanics, keeping it right, keeping it straight. It was the hardest thing when I first started. So it was tough in the beginning because I wanted to quit because I saw no end in sight. Like I was playing on an 8.5 foot basket and not a 10 foot, like back when I was really young. And I couldn't even hit the net when I threw the ball up there. I'd be sitting still completely and not even be able to hit the net with the ball. And you learn so much, and learned a lot about how to just use my chair because I had no idea how to do it. And the rehabilitation places can only tell you so much, and you have to learn firsthand from other people that you meet at different like camps. I've been to a lot of wheelchair basketball camps and different they have handicap camps all over the country and stuff. And so that's good. It's a good learning experience. It took a lot of time, but after training, it's worth it now.